Okie dokie.
Okay. I just have to say, I am so excited to see so many new faces in here tonight. There are so many of you that I have never met, and I'm super excited to get to know you all, so that's awesome that you're here. How many of you, this is your first time going through retired jewelry? Okay. You're probably going to find that you might not have a lot this time, but next year, you're going to have a ton, I promise you that. And the year after that, you're going to have a slew. I beat Julie. I have 25 rings retiring this year. 25 rings. I'm super excited about it. I cannot wait. It's like a whole new hand makeover. Okay?
Miss Positive Pants up there.
How many of you went on, speaking of going on Premier site, and looked at the stuff they've put up there for you? Okay. They've put up postcards. They put up this tip. They put up the little audio training from Jill Ross, who's our 7 Diamond. If you did not, go print it off. She's got a lot of good ideas. Listen to what's there. I'm going to tell you some of the things that I did last year that was pretty successful for me. I used it for upping my retail and getting bookings. And the very first thing that Jill Ross says, and this is something you all should do, especially if you're going to renew, or if you, is to have a huge show of your own. So if you have a renewal coming up, you can renew a month before or 5 months after. I don't know if you guys know that. Use it for your renewal show. Use it as a mystery hostess show. I actually do 2. Last year I did a past hostess great customer show in which all of my ladies who were interested. I rented Monticello's. You can rent it for $25. Very, very cheap. And you just order a couple things, and I let them have first dibs at all of my retired jewelry at the discounts. Let me tell you, they come. When you tell them it's retired, and we use the words limited edition. They really want it when it's limited edition, okay? But they come. And then you have a second show for anybody on your guest survey who said, just include me in your sample sale. And I tell them it's only by email, so that's how I get them to fill that email part out on their surveys, because I'm not sending out a slew of invitations for that. It's email only. So that's what I do, and then you offer a special. I usually have my rings for $10 because not many people wear the same size ring that I do. So they love when they see that there are $10 rings. They're going to love when they see that there are 25 $10 rings. And watches I usually do for $35, and they love that they can get a $90 watch for $35. And ladies, what you're doing is you're getting all of this money that you can now go have a good time with for the new line, okay? So it's a really fun time. I'm super excited about the new stuff coming out. And the sneak peek is really awesome. Yeah. If that's what's coming, I'm very, very, very excited, okay? So Jill Ross said you can offer something like buy one, get one free. Now that scares a lot of people, so why not buy one, get one half off? Or spend $75 and choose an item out of my $10 tray. Or for every 2 pieces you get from the full line, or every piece you get from the full line, choose an item, a limited edition item for 50% off, or whatever the percentage is that you'd like to give them. Okay? All right. After you've done that, you're going to start taking your jewelry to your shows with you. You want to set it up away from your other stuff because you just don't want any chance of it getting mixed in with your things. And put a sign up. It's your limited edition. Make it really pretty. And put a big thing up with all of your specials about your limited edition stuff. Use it for your bookings or to up your retail. So for every $75 they spend, they get to go to that limited edition tray or table, and they get to choose and shop for 50% off and take that piece home with them. They love cash and carry at shows. They love it. How many of you ask them, do you ever get this? Are we allowed to buy this and take this home tonight? Not if you don't want me chasing you to your car. Okay? They love cash and carries. Okay. The way I used this last year for my booking activity was that I had a tray of like the little, like Gail was saying, the tennis bracelets and cute things. And when I would talk about booking, that they could book from anywhere from that time through the end of the year, they could pick from this tray. And then I had a tray set aside with all of my limited edition pieces. And I picked the cuter ones that I know everybody was going to fight for. And I then passed that around. And I literally passed it around, and I let them touch it and feel it and play with it. And I say, now if you'll book for July and August, you get to pick one of these great items, and I will, here's the key, you guys ready? I will bring it to your show, okay? I learned the hard way. I lost a lot of jewelry and a lot of shows in the beginning. I will bring it to your show, and then you take a baggie and you put it in there, and you literally write their name with a big Sharpie, and you put it aside so that they know that's their piece. And if they cancel, you still have your piece,
That's
and you
right.
can do it to the next person, okay? That really got people excited. I had, I think, 10 shows last August, and I had 6 shows from the time of rally through the end of July. So people really went in on the new line. There's always a special when a new line comes out, so that's another great thing that's going to help you. Plus, they really love that they can go get that retired jewelry or that limited edition jewelry. And I loved your line. Get it now, or what was it?
Get it now or get it never.
Get it now or get it never. I think we should all use that line. That was so cute. Okay? So that's if they booked in the 30 days or in whatever your period that you're looking to book. So know ahead of time before your shows what are your key dates. Julie has a key date calendar. Just know what it is you're looking to fill. Okay? One of the things that Jill Ross says, just to give you an idea, she said for every person who books a show that night, they get to shop at that limited edition table for 50% off, which is pretty cool. And then at the end of the show, you tally up whatever you sold off that limited edition table, and then you offer the hostess a percentage of that so that she can shop off that table as well, so that she gets some free stuff that night too off the table, which I thought was a really cute idea. Okay? You can call your past hostesses and customers who you know have had their eye on a limited edition piece, and you can say, hey girlfriend, that piece is going. And that would be another thing you could use. You could, somebody did that last year, a going, gone, and you email 5 of your top people, and you say, this is what I have, it's only offered to you 5 people, and the first 3 that respond back to me, you'll get that piece. And you can use that as a way to book your parties. So there are a ton of options for you guys to use this, to get bookings, to up your retail, to have fun with at your shows. This is an exciting time. I love it. I'm super excited. It made my day on Saturday. Do you guys have any questions for me about how to use limited edition jewelry?
So, a lot of retired pieces I don't want to get rid of. So they can still order.
They can still order them. You guys definitely want to be checking now on the retired list. And they typically will send out the things that are going to sell out pretty quick. You know what's going to sell out pretty quick. The flirty bracelets, I'm telling you, are going to go fast. So there are certain things that you probably know ahead of time. I think that magnolia ring's probably going to go pretty quick. I have to get another one real quick. So those kinds of things, and they typically send out the emails. This is on stop sell, so you'll see it. So check back constantly. Please make sure you tell your people that it still is covered by the guarantee, and explain to them, for those of you who don't know, if a limited edition piece is no longer available and they need to utilize their guarantee, they can choose something in the current line for the same value of that retired piece, as long as the piece is no longer available to replace it with. Okay? Yes?
When do you start putting out the retired?
Right now, girlfriend. Start now. Absolutely. It is official, limited edition. You want to start using it now for your shows to book for the end of May, June, July, and August. Go for it. I clean them. Yeah. I certainly sell my earrings. Let me tell you, girls do not care. They don't care. They want them. They want them. How many people at your shows are like, can I try these on? I'm like,
And honestly, I don't wear most of my earrings.
I know, I don't
wear
either.
Julia every day. Yeah, I mean, so most of the jewelry on our table is not worn, you know.
Amber actually had we were talking today, and she said she's going to have a spring cleaning party. And she's going to offer them to bring their jewelry and clean it for them. And, I mean, that could be something that you do and sell off your table that way, too. I'm sorry. Oh, I actually brought one. Can you go in my bag? I brought it to show them. So here's what you're going to do, girls. I need to show you this. It's hard. You can all print it out. They give you 25 options by page, by price, by description, whatever you want. I go alphabetically because it's easy. Then you take your books, and I would suggest at least having 1 or 2 sets. One at checkout and one that they can pass around. And you're going to write limited edition. I wrote retired on this, I was tired last night. Limited edition is better. And then you literally go through and you circle whatever it is that's retired, so they know. So then you can say, they'll say, how do I know what's retired in the book? I'll go through, well, I have this one over here. Everything that is circled is on the limited edition list. So when you're offering their specials, this way they know what they're able to pick from. Okay?
And I only have one to make them fight over it. Like, you don't need 5 of these. You don't need to go through and do all of your catalogs. One set. And I say, if anybody walks out with the set that I circled, I will hunt you down. Because it took me an hour to circle it.
I do too, because I let them play with one and I keep one with me at checkout.
Well, there you go.
I also, just to differentiate so it doesn't accidentally walk out the door, I put stickers and all kinds of stuff on the front of it, just so they know, oh, there's something weird about this one, don't.
Anybody else?
Stickers on the jewelry or
On the catalog, yeah, on the front of the catalog.
How long should you let them order out of there for retired people?
As long as it's available. I would say at least.
For every
Yeah.
show you need to.
As soon as the new book comes out, I leave that alone. Like, because I want to be done worrying about whether it's available or not.
When does the new book come out then?
July 12th. July
At
12th
Rally.
at Rally, you'll see it, yep.
Good stuff.
You want to pre-order your books too. When they
Absolutely.
when it comes out soon that we can pre-order books, you need to pre-order so that they will be here for you on Monday, the Monday after. So then you immediately have them for those shows. And you want to book your shows that week after Rally and say you're going to be the first ones to see this new line. You've got to.
Will we be able to order the jewelry ahead of time to show it? Or-
You can pre-order half packages and full packages. I don't really recommend. I would recommend you waiting and just seeing the jewelry and buying what you want.
Don't do that, Cindy, talk to me.
Yes.
When we buy the books, do we buy them at full price?
They'll
No,
discount
they'll offer
10%.
Now also, for you guys that have never come with a new line, you're also, if you go to Rally, you get an additional 30% off the 50% price. Buy all the new pieces, you get one at that extra 30%. If you can't go to Rally, you guys still get a discount. You get 10% off that 50% price, which is pretty awesome of Premier to allow you to do that.
Now think about this. If you buy $1,000 of the new line, that costs $350 if you go to Rally. Okay, just to give you a perspective on a big number. So, you know, and if you get the 10%, then it would be $450. So it's an extra $100 off.
Gail, what were you alluding, I didn't quite hear what you were saying, but I think I was telling my baby the same thing. Were you alluding to be careful treading that water as announcing new
Yeah.
line too soon to sabotage your
Right,
business?
right. Yeah. At your shows, don't.
Because you openly, sometimes, that's
They
why
will
like
not book.
limited edition versus retired, because some people who have been in the circuit of Premier, and they're very familiar with Premier, they kind of get a lot of
They
demand,
know
they know when
it's
these
coming.
new pads are coming out. When they ask that question in an open forum in front of everyone, you have to be very careful how you answer that question, because you can sabotage your bookings instantly.
So how would you say it instead of, because the new one comes out in July,
You don't.
we're looking for June.
You don't. You're just gonna say use your limited edition.
That's a great question to check on that. And then when they come to check out, you have that one-on-one instead of in front of 10, 15 ladies. Because you can kill your business.
Something that I've done every year, in June I have a special. If you have, and I forget what they are, but I give you $50 to $100 certificate for the new jewelry based on your show that you hold in June. So if you hold a show in June, if you have like a $400 show, you get a $50 certificate. If it's a $600 show, you get a $75 certificate. You know what I mean? I
That's
forget
awesome.
what it is. And right now I have 5 shows in June.
Good
So,
job.
I mean, but that gives them a little more motivation to book in June.
Yeah.
Because they're still gonna get free from the new.
That's right.
So,
Can I just say that my baby came up with that because she said that she sat down and said, what would it take to book me in June? If I knew the jewelry was coming out in July, and Robin came up with that and has done that successfully every year. That's a smart business girl.
but that's part of why I have a problem sponsoring, because Gail's like, well, what did it take for you to sign up? I'm like, nothing. I just said something. I don't know, I'm waiting for those people.
I have one more idea for you for June. Now you could implement this idea in May, okay? But since we're talking about June, and June is always a more difficult month, Well, it can be, or it can be fabulous if you focus on it. To implement what Patty was referring to, which is the Kim Adams Booking Boot Camp, with a little bit of a twist. And I told a few of you this idea that I had. And that would be to pick one day each week in June. So let's say Thursday, because Thursday's the best show day, okay? So you say, in the month of June, you're going to have 4 mystery hostess shows on Thursdays, okay? They're all going to be at your house. So you're going to clean your house, you're going to have very simple snacks, and you're going to invite everybody. Rather than inviting people every week, and I'm having another one, and I'm having another one, and you sound needy and whatever. You're going to send out one invitation, and as you invite people, you're going to tell them, I'm having it on 4 different dates. If you'd like to attend and select a date and RSVP, then you get a certain discount. So, you decide what the RSVP date would be and what discount you're willing to give. I would take your retired jewelry, because it's at your house, you don't have to lug it anywhere, and have a special place and have specials with that jewelry. And let them know, at these dates, I'm going to be displaying my limited edition jewelry and offering special deals. Maybe buy one, get one free. I like that, because then it's gone. You want to have doorbusters if you have it in June. Now, this is a caveat on this. If you have the opportunity to do your personal renewal show in July or in August, then I would wait on my retired jewelry until then, because every dollar you sell, you can turn around and just buy more jewelry on your show, which would then earn you more free jewelry. And the last 2 weeks of July and all of August historically has been a 50% bonus, 50% in free jewelry for hostesses. Now, you can never guarantee that, but that's what it's been for the last 7 years. Okay, so anyway, getting back to my little idea. The twist on this is that you want a designated mystery hostess, okay? So you want to think in your mind about those ladies in your life that have said, no, I can't have a show because blah, blah, blah. I'm too busy, my house is a wreck, I'm under construction. You know who I'm talking about, right? She's got 10 reasons why she can't do it. So you call her up first, and you use the Booking Boot Camp terminology. So you're going to start big and work your way down. So you're going to start, Deb, it's Julie. Hey, I'm kicking up my business here in the month of June, and I know that you have been talking about wanting all that free jewelry. And I was just wondering if it was time for you to finally have a show, because you would be doing me such a huge favor. I am trying to rebuild my business, and I would just so appreciate if you would get a couple friends together. I could bring my jewelry over. What do you think? Okay, I'm not telling her anything. It's coming, okay? Because if she says, okay, we're done. We got a show, okay? She, of course, is going to say no. Okay, so because she's been telling me no all along. Okay, so she says, oh, Julie, I just can't because, the kitchen, it's not done yet. Stan just can't get his button gear, and, we're going to hear that whole thing. Okay, so you say, well, I have the perfect thing for you, because in the month of June, to celebrate our limited edition jewelry, I am planning to have an open house, to have a little show at my home every Thursday in the month of June. But I'm not allowed to get any of the free jewelry, and there's going to be free jewelry. And instead of just letting anybody win, I would love to choose you. I would love for you to be my mystery hostess and get all the free jewelry. All I ask is for you to bring 3 of your friends. Bring your mom, bring your next door neighbor, and your best friend. Do you think that you could bring 3 girls over and I'll invite people too? They're all going to be so excited to see my limited edition jewelry and buy it off the table, and you'll be the one that gets all the free jewelry. What do you think? So I'm asking her to be my mystery hostess. She needs to bring 3 people. If she doesn't, then anybody can be the mystery hostess. You're going to establish that with her. Now, if she engages with you and is like, oh my gosh, this is such a great opportunity, thank you, and she gets pre-sales, then you can give her the pre-sale bonus. If she engages like a hostess, because I have shows at my house all the time. Well, not all the time. I've had several at my house. Alicia's is going to be at my house. So, it's great to have them at your house. It could turn out she's the hostess. And then I would continue to call. Now, let's say she says no. Then you could say, well, would you like to attend? Hey, bring 1 or 2 friends. That would be so great. She says, oh, I can't come that Thursday. Well, I'm having one every Thursday. She goes, oh, well, and then she has I have aerobics Thursday night. So, well, would you like to take some books to aerobics? That would really help me out. Okay, that's what Kim talks about, taking it all the way, because eventually she's got to say yes to something. Well, would you just like to order? I mean, somewhere she's got to say yes. So you pick some key people. Start with people that you like in your life that maybe you're a little bit uncomfortable to ask to have a show. Ask them, because you've got some options for them to help them to get free jewelry. If you do this, take the money from the stuff that goes out the door and put it in an envelope. And don't buy more jewelry from this catalog and invest back in. Put it in an envelope and use that when the new line comes out. I'm sure people are going to order some things. You can give them a discount. You could give 20% off. People are going to order things from the new line, and that's what the gal will get her free jewelry based on. If everybody buys everything off the table, then let her pick $50 in free jewelry and just give it to her. But I'm sure people will buy. But by having multiple shows, that could be your 4 shows in June, which the whole point of these shows is not to make money. It's to build your business. It's to build the next year. So then at those shows, you'll talk up at that point, because they would be booking for July, you'll talk up that new line and get your bookings. And you let them have specials. Let them pick something off of that retired table for you to bring to their show. Like, they could get it for free. So if you just get the people in your home so that you can do your show and you can get excited about the coming months, that's worth it. Do you like that idea? Okay, I love it. Yes.
So how do you not let everybody else wonder, well, maybe I'll be the mystery host?
Oh, you're not going to call it a mystery hostess.
Okay.
So I'm just using that terminology so that you know. You're just going to say, I'm having a show. And so I would send an email out to all my customers, my friends, and I would say, hey, to celebrate the limited edition jewelry for Premier Designs, I'm having 15% off everything in the catalog, and I have some doorbusters. My rings are, you always want to have doorbusters. So I would pull pieces. This is especially great if you go to Rally. I always have my sale after Rally, so I have $4 items from the Rally bin that I can make $10 items. They're only allowed to buy 1 of those items. Okay, if they make another purchase, they can buy 1 so that nobody walks in and buys all 10. But you might make your rings, $7 and they can only buy 1, or whatever. But you have doorbusters. Some of the cheaper earrings might just be $5. You have a $5 trade, but you must limit it, or one person will come in and go swoop, and she's gone. Okay? And then whenever I do anything at my house where people are coming to my home, my special is always, if you book a show, you get anything you want. You get one thing, anything you want at 50% off. You don't even have to buy anything else. You get something at 50% off. Because if they've come to my home, they're probably my friend. I know them somehow. And I have gotten jewelry ladies, tons of bookings. I've rebuilt my business from nothing doing this in my home. So, even if you do 4 of these and 2 ladies come, that's 8 women that have liked you enough and the jewelry enough to come to your home. You're likely to book them. And if you don't book them, I hope you've already booked them and they're like future hostesses and they just came because, if they are that interested to come to your home. When I did my show last year, and it does, like Lindsay says, it does take time to kind of build up that clientele. I've always had really good renewal shows, sample sales, but last year I had one for a card table filled with jewelry. That was it, and so I probably had like 70 pieces or 75 pieces on there. I sold it all at 50% off or less or more. Like 65% off or $10 pieces. When it was all said and done, I think I had 20 people come and I had $1,000 in cash. So that I had made off of that jewelry, and of course booked shows. And sold, because I bring in the new line. I do it when the new line comes. People had, I had a lot of orders for the new line. So these sales are really valuable, but you have to have the right perspective about it. It needs to be business building, not cash making. If you make it about cash making, money making, this show in your home, then you have the wrong perspective. It's got to be business building. Does that make sense? You want to use this jewelry to build your business. It's an investment back into your business so that you can then have a stronger business going forward. Okay, and don't forget about our challenge. Yes, Diane.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So if you have cash and carry items, how do you apply the price of that to the hostess retail?
Okay, if you have cash and carry at your shows, and I'll be honest with you, because I have such a big clearance show, I'm not a big fan because I'm not great thinking on my feet with math and all that stuff. I have done it in the past, but I personally am not a big fan of you can buy it and take it home. I get just flustered. So I just choose to have one big show and you know. But I did do that in the past, and the way I did was exactly how Lindsay said. So I would have, you know, a little table somewhere, and I would have it totally set apart from everything. And the way you can do it one of two ways. If she is close enough to you, or you trust her enough, then I liked to just buy something. You know, say I sold $100 worth of stuff, I could buy a $100 piece to replace that, and then boom, she's got free jewelry from Premier. The other option is to just say, okay, I sold $100, you have $30 to go to that table and buy something. And then I'm usually a little generous, like she might want something that's $39. I'll be like, oh, girlfriend, you just take it, you know. And then she's like, are you sure? And you're like, absolutely. You should so book another show. Well, I really wanted this one. You know what? If you book, you can totally have that. I mean, you got to use it and work it and be aware. But those are your two options.
When you say have a show every Thursday, what are those shows?
Mystery host, you know, basically,
Count it as a show?
I would count it, yeah, as long as you make $100 to, you know, place an order, then it's a show, and your mystery hostess, it's a home show. Yeah, because I'm going to,
Or only a renewal if they're offering them? No, you can have one renewal show.
you get one renewal show a year, but if it's not their renewal, I mean, how many people in here are going to be able to do a renewal show in July or August? Lucky, lucky, lucky. Okay, the rest of them cannot do that. So since they cannot do that, you can just do mystery hostess.
As long as you have $100.
As long as you have $100 and you give the free jewelry away, and you do all the 5 parts of a show.
Second question, what kind of snacks do you offer?
Simple.
Right.
You want your snacks to be as simple as possible because you are setting the precedent. So, ladies, I'm just going to tell you what I do. I go and I buy cookies. I mean, it's usually those Edmonds or whatever. That's my snack.
Sweet and salty?
And a bag of pretzels. No lie. Who's been to my house and seen it? I mean, it's the truth. So I do not. One year I bought a veggie tray and I forgot to put it out. You want it to be simple and you know, because yeah, I don't want to spend any money. Right. I mean, make a $3 box of brownies and be done. Okay? But you know, you might just do 2 shows, you might just do 1, but I would encourage you to do something. Get on that phone and book some shows and use that mystery hostess to do it. Okay, so we are going to do some prize